Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Peach Street Podcast. I'm your co-host, Mr. Loa.
Got Pistol Pete in the house.
Smokey Lonca's in the house.
Finally back with us, guys. So what's going on, guys?
Man, how was it without me?
Man, dude, it was kind of weird not you being here, man.
I was jealous. I wanted to be a horse too. But
Yeah.
Talking about that. Y'all guys got me in trouble. But it's okay.
It's all jokes.
We talked.
It's all jokes,
Me and my
man.
wife, we talked, and I told her, hey, you know what? They're just joking around. They just like to clown on me.
Yeah.
And we clown on each other. We're having a good time. Nobody's there. You're the only one, baby.
Yeah.
You're the only one.
Just remember, it's just bros being bros, man. We mean nothing by it. It's just, that's how we roll.
Sabes que te quiero.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So how was it over there, man? Like, did you watch those horses that flipped over, man, or what?
Man, you know what? It happened the day after. So we didn't see it. We just know it was all over social media. But we did see the horses. You know, when they come in, they're
Are
being...
you talking about the Clydesdales? The big horses?
Yes,
Okay.
those. And they do like a little halftime. That's what they're doing while they're getting ready for the bull riding. So you'll see some nice horses. Don't get me wrong. They're beautiful, man. Marching together. I guess they use it for funeral. That's what they were talking about there at the San Antonio rodeo. But
Pretty cool. I didn't know that.
yeah, it was cool. I mean, you can rent them. Actually,
What?
they use it for military. That's what it is. They use it for any military that passes away.
Like a hearse.
Yes, that's
Okay.
exactly like
I
a
thought
hearse.
you meant they would get on them and ride them to war.
That's what I was saying, man.
No, they have one in Dallas.
Go around the block with it. What's up?
Those were the tanks.
No.
Horses back in the day.
No. Actually, they just said we have one in Dallas, and they have one in Sam Houston. I'm assuming it's close by San Antonio.
Man, that's cool.
So no, it's awesome. The horses are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Shit, I would like to own one of those, but I bet you those horses are expensive.
I bet, man. Shit, yeah. An arm and a leg, I bet. Man, dude. Yeah, so when you were gone, bro, like we had a long conversation. We actually recorded another video that we probably will not upload because it was a test run. But, yeah, man, it was fun, dude. And we missed your ass.
Yeah, we got to, kind of introduce ourselves. I know it was a test run, so we didn't.
Right.
Nobody else knows what we talked about, right? But, we're talking about some of the things we're going to talk about while we're here.
Right.
Traditions mostly.
Yeah.
Peak is trying to keep it in town.
That's right.
Let's make it explode.
Yeah, man. Bring back the old traditions that we used to have when we were in high school and that we lived up to. Or we tried to live up to because sometimes we felt like we fell short. But, man, yeah. Like, do you remember any of those, man? You play basketball, I know that, right?
Oh yeah.
It's okay. So talk about a little bit about that, man.
Okay, where do I start at? You're talking about like high school wise, right?
Yeah. Like just go back in the day, like just to like let people know, like nowadays they're like in school, like what it was like when we were there, man. Like the traditions we lived up to, like
Rivalries.
like rivalries with the football teams, basketball teams, like
Man, so in high school, our rivalry has always been Monahans.
that's right.
Monahans, it
one.
goes all the way to football, you name it, track. Man, I love when it was come to track. I remember Peter, Daniel Terrazas, I think it was Jason Gonzalez,
Yeah.
and somebody else for the track.
We had Will Armstrong.
Will Armstrong, there you go. Yeah, and it was always a competition. And I remember at one point, I'm going to switch it to track, but it was at one point, I remember we were racing at Ratliff Stadium. I was one of the people on the fan cheering for Pecos. And out of nowhere, I think it was Ricky Plummer. They put him at anchor.
Yeah, we had some guys fail. He had to step in. He
so
was
Ricky
the anchor.
Plummer had to substitute. I don't know. I think it was either Jason Gonzalez or somebody, but it was.
He was the anchor.
Yeah, he was the anchor.
Man.
And
This is
then
great.
Peter had the first curve. I believe it was Daniel Terrazas, and it was Will Armstrong. And then out of nowhere, we have the lead.
Wow.
Coming out around the turn, and they hear the announcer.
You hear the announcer and say,
Yeah. And the final handoff coming around the corner, it's
Pecos.
Oh,
Did not expect us at all.
Oh, man. Can you imagine the reaction, bro? Like, Pecos?
Yes, Pecos.
Plummer gave it all he could.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They passed
Yeah,
him.
they passed us.
He wasn't supposed to
So
be
what
an
did
anchor.
y'all let
I think
them
we
do?
got third.
Yeah, they got
That's
third.
good.
Yeah, we were in first the whole way. We're beating
last
Monahan.
100.
Yes,
That's
we're
funny
beating
stuff.
Monahan. We're beating Crane. We're beating like these top schools. Weatherford, I believe it was Weatherford.
Yeah, man, there was some big schools out
Abilene,
there.
Wiley. Yes,
And we were winning.
We were winning.
That's why the announcer was shocked.
Yes,
man.
the announcer, when we saw we were in first place, Pecos.
He cursed out right there with every action.
Yeah.
Like, what? Sniper y'all.
It's crazy that you bring up, Ratliff. I was talking to some guy at work today, and I was telling him I fell down on one of those relays, man, and my nipple came off and was hanging down. Right? And it was the first curve.
Yes, the first
and
curve.
The doctor's office was all the way across the field, right? So I had my shirt off and just holding my nipple up, walking through everybody like, oh, that's the one that fell down.
Man, and it sounded nasty. Trust me, we heard it. Stick.
I didn't
bro,
even
like
slide.
sandpaper,
I didn't
bro.
even slide, right?
Yeah.
Because the track is grit, right? I did that. What's it called? The scorpion?
The scorpion?
Yeah. That was it. Done for.
Damn, man.
Daniel Terrazas spikes. Got him. That's where he got the scratch from. Back then, I don't know how it is now, but back then they used to have metal spikes
Okay.
at the bottom of the shoes. Now, I don't know, as years are passing by, it's been changing a lot.
Probably like plastic.
It's just different. Yeah, that carbon fiber stuff.
Carbon
and
fiber stuff, yeah.
They got some good technology out there now, making everybody just faster.
Yeah, man. Have you seen those soles, man? They're supposed to help you jump higher, too. I've been seeing those lately, man. They're advertising them like crazy.
Yep.
Some guy jumped. I think it was like, his height was like, what, 35 inches?
Yep.
And that gave him an extra 5. So
Dang,
it went
he
up to
got
40,
40.
dude. Just
Damn.
straight up jump. So they're like, how do you feel about these? They're like, yeah. They're good. I'm like, man, that's pretty cool, man.
Probably
The
it works.
technology
It probably works with the new turf they're building everywhere in Texas or anywhere in the U.S. now.
Yeah.
But there's so much injuries if you think about it.
Yeah.
With
bad.
this turf,
Yeah.
ACL, MCL, you name it.
Oh,
Ankle.
yeah, man.
That's what was happening
everything.
to us on our kickball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Everybody was getting hurt, knees starting hurting, everything.
Oh,
If you're
yeah.
from West
Those
Texas.
two-a-days
If you're
killing
from
us.
West Texas, here in Pecos, we have a city league kickball,
Yeah.
and it's awesome. It's fun.
It's co-ed.
It's
Yeah.
co-ed.
Co-ed, man.
And y'all gotta come make a team, especially if you're watching us right now. Make a
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Trust
Definitely
me, it's
come
gonna
out.
happen.
It's
Again.
fun.
It's gonna happen again in September, around September
It's
area.
after work and everything, so
Yes.
it's time to get out here.
So we're trying to encourage as many people to come play.
To get this league pretty
Yes.
big, man. It'd be fun with more teams.
It's awesome. Trust me, everybody just joking around.
Good times.
I guess you could say it's a fun time.
Yeah. I would have never thought kickball would have been kind of like a game. And you're like, I want to get tired, bro.
Yeah.
It's nothing. But when you get out there, man, you're huffing and puffing, man. You realize how fast, how old you are, man. But yeah, man, it's fun. Invited. Try to create teams from out of town if you can. Monahans, Fort Stockton. Talk to what's his name?
Crane.
Frankie Ramos.
Frankie Ramos is the
Ramos,
one that's
yeah,
running
yeah,
that. So contact him, and he'll set you up.
He'll help you out.
Yeah. So then tell us about basketball, man. Tell us where you play basketball, dude.
Are you good, Smokey?
Oh man, that was my favorite sport. Okay.
Are you good?
Before, I can say back then I was good.
What
But
about now?
coach, I remember Coach
What
Flores.
would happen if you and Lil went a one-on-one right now? What would
Oh,
happen?
I'll still smash him.
All right.
No,
Put us bricks.
man, I remember Coach Acosta, and Coach Acosta was the main one who would always tell me, "You're good, but I hate when you do that and one no look pass." I love doing that because I grew up watching and one videos, especially when I had to see Hot Sauce. What's the other guy? I think Jason Williams, who plays for the Kings Sacramento. A lot of his games were no look pass. So of course I love doing
like that
that.
kid too, right? Jason Kidd, right?
Yeah, Jason Kidd.
Jason
Yeah,
Kidd,
it was
yeah,
Jason
he was good
Kidd.
too.
The professional. That's the main guy that I gotta. I was.
So
I
if you
will
would have
follow
stuck with
him a
it,
lot.
would you be a Harlem Globetrotter?
No, I did try out for UTEP. Don't get me wrong. I did try out for UTEP for the football team and for the basketball team. Of course, I didn't make it. I wasn't tall enough.
said they
I
tried
wasn't
out,
tall
so-
enough. So
Hey, yeah, UTEP, it was pretty cool out there. I remember going out there hanging out. It was pretty fun.
yeah.
El Paso got a
So
lot to offer.
I got a little funny joke here. So my first year, I didn't make it because of my weight. They told me I was too small. So I was like 130, 145, maybe 140 pounds. And the weight limit NCAA used to be 155. So I didn't make it the first year.
Because of the weight?
Yes, it's the weight. I guess it's...
Man, how come you didn't start eating pan dulce, bro? You've been that close to the border,
Should
bro.
drink some water before you got on the scale.
Right. And then the second year, I make the practice squad. So I had told a lot of my friends, my family, I said, hey, I made it, right? But in reality, I didn't make it. So they're playing a team. I'm assuming the thing is Texas Tech. And I'm driving everybody, hey, come watch. It's going to be like epic game. It's going to be on ESPN. And they see me down there, but I'm in the jersey. I'm wearing the jersey. And my friends and my family, they're like, what happened? What happened? I'm like, man, I got hurt. I got a injury right quick.
I pulled a hammy.
I couldn't get it.
I couldn't do it.
So, yeah, it was awesome experience, especially, like I said, back then, I think Johnny Lee Higgins was one of the players that I met that he got drafted to the Raiders.
Wow.
Also, Quentin Demps, he was the other one that I met. He went to the Eagles. And I believe it's Howard. He was a linebacker, fast dude. Linebacker, weighs 240 pounds, running a 4.3.
Wow.
He made it to, I think he made it to the Raiders, and then he got traded to the Cincinnati Bengals. And actually, that I remember, I had friends that would tell me, hey, remember Howard? I say, yeah. I say, he passed away in California. So.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to that. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. What else were we talking about, man?
Man, we talked about the rivals. We talked about different things that we could talk about.
That's right. That's right.
Kind of like. So one of the things we brought up was
technology.
Yeah, technology. The technology that we have now.
Like I guess right now, the technology era is happening right now, and now we were talking about how the fact that when we were in school, bro, like some of these people nowadays,
report or research paper. Right?
Yeah.
Go out there to the library and you got to go to the index cards.
That's right. That's right.
Go look for a book and somebody already checked it out and
everybody's fighting for the same book to do the
man.
The
Talking about
the research
technology, sometimes I can say I like it, and then sometimes I can say I don't like it because it takes football out of the game. If you think about it, when it comes to the hitting. Now you can't hit a certain area.
Oh, that's right.
Because they run tests on pro athlete, or
it's like they're kind of taking the fun out of it.
Yeah, they take the fun out of it, and they say, "Hey, you know what? We should add more impacts to the helmet." When in reality, maybe they don't need them.
Hey, man, do you ever think that they're eventually gonna go just make the NFL flag football?
Oh,
like, do you ever think that could happen, dude?
Look.
As sensitive as they're becoming, bro. Like, honestly, like you can't do this. You can't. Like, before you know it, you can only touch the quarterback, and that's a sack.
In all reality, that's not going to happen. Not anytime soon. If it does happen, it's going to be, in the kids of our kids' lifetime. It's not going to happen right now.
No, I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen at all. I just believe, like, now if y'all see the XFL, they're going balls to the wall.
That's like old school football.
They're going old school football. They don't care.
I remember when it first came out, the coin toss was, they lined up on the goal line.
I remember that, bro. That was awesome, bro.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
Like, who you want the ball? Whoever gets the ball first gets it.
Yeah.
When I saw the first time it came out, it reminded me of Coach Grubbs. Remember Coach Grubbs we used to have a towel in between our legs, and then you had to fight for it.
Oh yeah, on the mats.
Yeah.
The mats, man. So when I saw that, the king of the mats, and then when I saw that, I was like, man, this just remind me of when we used to do athletics, off-season football, and they would say, hey, hold the towel in the back, and then whoever wins it takes it away. That's it. That's the one who wins.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was the same thing in the XFL when they first came out. They would wrestle to try to get that ball.
Get that sucker.
That's fun, man. That makes it cool, man. Those guys, why did they? Who was owning it? I think it was McMahon, right?
He started. Yeah,
he started it, man.
That was The Rock.
Oh, Rock
Now
owns
the
it
Rock,
now?
now the Rock's the one.
Oh,
I
that
know
man.
he
owns
owned
it.
it. That's
Yeah.
tight. I know
That's
he
cool,
opened up
man.
in San Antonio, barely.
Oh yeah, San Antonio
Yeah.
has one. Actually, they beat the record before I took off from San Antonio. It came out on the news. They beat the record, opening record for the XFL
Oh, really?
by 4,000.
What's the team called?
Oh, you got me there. You got me there.
Probably something Cowboys.
No, San
San
Antonio.
Antonio. Paisanos.
Paisanos?
Bombers or- I don't-
That's a good one, man.
that should have been El Paso. That should have been El Paso right there.
Puro paisano.